What's up, guys? Today we are going to have a video over, well, getting max loot. I have came up with the best strategy for Town Hall 6 and under to just get a ridiculous amount of loot. So I'll show you some of the replays with high amounts. Oh, that's defense. That's pretty good right there. So the strategy is, that's the army right there. 65 goblins, 5 wall breakers, and 15 wizards with 2 lightning potions. Now, one thing you want to do when looting is, you see how those aren't very full? That means they don't have most of it. Like, those have some, but they don't have all of it. Like, they don't even have close. But when there's that high amount of loot, you want to look at the collectors and see how all that elixir is, like, up to the top. That means that's where all the loot is. Like, that is where the majority of the loot is, not in those. So you do not want to target those. Now, over here in the gold, the same thing. Like, if you see the gold is piled up, like, right there, just piled up, that means that's full and ready to just be taken by your goblins. So my strategy is, most of the time I take the mortars out and wizard towers. So there, what I did was I got rid of the mortar and wizard tower, like I said. And you want to do that because mortars and wizard towers will just rip through all your goblins, and they will just stop the whole attack. Like, it won't be good. So you don't want that happening. So then I placed a few goblins to check for traps, which is always a good thing to do. Okay, once it was clear, I started placing more. I collected all those, and I still have only used about half of my dudes. Then I placed wall breakers to try to get to that elixir, and I'm gonna spam the rest of the goblins over there. Just get as much of that as I can. Try to get that elixir, get that one other collector. I think that was actually my goal there. And then I want to place these wizards to try to collect this last elixir. And the reason I'm going for elixir is because doing this I already had max gold. And yeah, I got it. So I pretty much got all of the loot that I was trying to get. So I think the strategy works really well. I mean, I literally went from having like 150,000 gold and elixir to having max out in one day time. Now, heads up, this is not at all like a strategy for trophies. Like, this is, that's a lot of trophies I lost right there. And I don't really mind, but if you're a trophy dude, don't do this strategy at all. Like, not for you. Some other good attacks I had was, defense, crap. There we go. So let's find a really high gold. That was like my good gold attack. This is when I was still going for gold, but this one luckily had a good elixir as well, so this was a really good one to attack. And like I said, see how the elixir is like halfway up? The gold's not all the way up, but these are like max level collectors. At least the gold is. I don't believe these well, that one's not maxed, I don't think. But it might be, I don't know, because I don't have maxed yet. So I just tried to get as many of that as I could. Probably wasn't smart. I should have definitely gone for that wizard tower, but I think the reason I did that is because you see how he has 4 mortars that are all level 3. They will just tear through my goblins if they aren't going quick. So I wanted to damage these as bad as I could. Oh, shoot. So then I came over to the other side to try to, like, just get all the guys distracted, try to collect that loot. I've already got a significant amount, not doing very much. And then I just send the goblins in over here to just get as much of that as I can. Keep on going. There's a little bit of gold. I still have not used very many of my goblins till right there. That's when I really let the goblins loose. And I just collected so much loot in that attack. Like, I have collected over 1,000 Dark Elixir with this strategy before I can even get Dark Elixir, which is insane. And yeah, this is not an attack strategy. Like, if you get a star, that's a bonus. Completely added on. Like, do not expect to go trophies. Like, my personal best was close to gold, and I've dropped, like, 400 trophies doing this. But, I mean, I'm going up to Town Hall 7, and it doesn't really matter at this point. So, if you are one of those trophy guys, then this is not for you. But, otherwise, you really want to just... yeah, don't care about trophies. If you're really high up there, this won't really work. It will be a lot harder for the goblins to get unless the collectors are all on the outside. I'll do a live attack to show you, but even though I'm like at max, so what you want to do is, this can take a while to just go through. You want to find the highest and easiest to get. So like, looking here, 5,000 is awful. And one of the things you want to look for is, while it looks like 124,000 elixir is a lot of elixir, this army itself costs like 90,000. So that will only get you like 30,000 elixir profit, which in all honesty is like not good at all. So you want to look, I normally go for 200 plus. And, like, I look for bases with 250, because you can't always get all the loot, because you have to destroy town halls and stuff like that, which is not easy with this thing. So, we'll just keep looking. It can get boring, but just fight through. I mean, I got so much loot from, like... oh, that's interesting. ISP... have...
Israel.
I don't know, I can't tell. Like, it says no. I can tell that, but like, yeah, I can't tell. I see, stop talking. So, still, like, nothing very good. Now, gold, 150 plus is an attack. 150,000, like, not 150. You don't want to go for that. But I have enough gold that it doesn't matter. I'm looking primarily for, like, elixir. And although this doesn't meet requirements, see how, like, he has really high level collectors. Like, these are... actually, I think those elixir collectors are actually maxed. So that's, like, a really good one to go for. But that one... I'm looking for higher elixir-wise, because I want to really make up for, like, the cost of this army. Now, this would be a really good one to attack for gold. But as you see, most of it's primarily in the collectors, so you... oh, that was close to bad. You don't want to attack this, because that's a lot harder for your goblins to get in range of mortars, all that stuff. Not good. So keep going. Again, really good. All in the actual... well, it's kind of mixed. Yeah, the collectors and the storages have that, which... that can be amazing sometimes. Like, you can find 500,000 plus stuff, which is always good. This is taking a while because I'm not focusing completely, so I am going to stop talking and just find a base so you guys aren't bored out of your minds. And here we go, guys. We found one. So, like I said, the storages themselves aren't very full. It's the collectors we are seeing that have so much. Now, this is definitely a farming, because he hasn't even... no, there is another mortar. So, just wizards. Okay, so that pretty much clears the path to all of these collectors. Spam a few of those there. And goblin time. Those goblins are gonna go in and start collecting. Gonna need a few more. That's where a lot of it is, right there. It's a lot of elixir, right? So, they have pretty much got... I'm max again. There's still quite a bit of gold laying. Well, one right there. That's gonna get me a bit. And then 2 more collectors over here. Now if I want to go for more, my wizards did not go the way I was hoping. I was planning for the archer tower because I wanted to kind of get an even amount. Like, I got quite a bit of elixir, and that's where I wanted them to go, like, just go for that gold. And they did, getting me quite a bit more. There we go. Okay, so that was actually pretty close to a 1-star, which would have been cool. But as you see, I got 244,000 gold and 234,000 elixir. I did lose quite a bit of trophies, but like I said, that does not matter right now. You're going for loot if you're using this strategy. So that's about gonna wrap it up. It's pretty effective. I mean, I did it all in one day. I was like all the way down at the bottom with no money at all. I wish I showed there, but I didn't. So again, the army is, well, better add those in. 65 goblins, 5 wall breakers, 15 wizards, and 2 lightnings. Now the lightnings are not mandatory, but if you bring them, the whole purpose of them is to take out wizard towers and or mortars. The best situation is like having 2 of them right next to each other and just dropping both those lightnings right there, taking them both out for good. Yep, so that's pretty much it for this episode. So thanks, and see you guys later.